Hi there. This is after a very long time. Then I am talking about making a vlog right now and talking about mental health because it has been a while. And of course, I was going through something. And the thing is that what I preach or say, I mean, I do it in my social life as well. And then when you see things are not changing or people around you who pretend to love you are predators as well, so I had to go through something. I am going through something right now. I will talk about it, open about it when I am ready, because it's not easy when it's happening. Let's just tell you a few morbid details and perks of being yourself. But then, yeah, I'm at that stage where it doesn't matter. But there was a stage where it has hurt me the most, and now still it happens because I live in the same country among the same people. I was just called disturbed recently by a so-called friend who wanted to come over and be friends and pretend to be friends, and then he was asking me, how are you doing, how are you doing? And I said, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And one day I really didn't want to say okay, because everybody else, I'm also stressed, and everybody else, I'm also going through lockdown, and I am only with a dog. So, and when you are doing everything by yourself, it's more difficult. You can't just say to that person who's drowning and you're sitting in a boat and just say, oh yeah, we are all in the storm. The person who's drowning is in much worse situation. Well, I am not drowning. I am in a good situation, thankfully, more than other people. But I talk about my reason of making vlog is to talk about other people. I know so many people who are going through hell right now, and they're still stuck in their hell, and they don't have an outlet, they don't have an escape. And if you go out of that abusive household as well, then of course things have changed a bit, but it's difficult because of the quarantine and COVID and everything. And I did come across couple of people because of my vlogs and my work as an artist about my CPDSD and for mental health awareness. I narrate my own struggles with, this is my painting in the background, you can see. So panic attacks and everything, how I have survived and how I have healed myself with spirituality and mindful routine. So I share all of that on my vlogs. So I stopped, I took a break after a very long time, because I needed to process myself. And then this person called me disturbed, and so much was happening, and the rape case in Lahore also triggered my CPTSD, and I was going through a lot, and I have to take care of myself, because people like me who are never loved by their mothers or parents, we have to be our own mother. There is a podcast, by the way, by Ayman Zagoor about Asian Muslims abuse in their communities. So I was featured and I talked about a lot of patterns and triggers. I understand that a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, but those people who label themselves working for mental health and just write this dead headline and then just say mental health, not knowing the triggers and patterns and things in depth, please do your research. You need to know the differences of depression and anxiety. Everything is not depression and anxiety. I have made a whole video about it, because if you are working about something, you need to be very careful about it, because there are those people who are actually suffering in silence, and you can make them hurt them unintentionally. So if you really want to work about it, you understand, you show some compassion or some empathy, because this is behind this screen. After this screen, I also have a social life, and I had couple of bad experiences that people who are pretending to do all of this work, and they were bitches, because if you are in your vulnerable state, then people show their real faces. So that happened with me, and it's wrong. It's a hypocrite. I have shared a couple of stories about someone playing a suicide song to trigger mine and then making fun of my panic attack. That has happened. I have been called emotionally unstable. My panic attacks were called dramatics. I was called disturbed. disturbed when I was just sharing my stress. I refused to say that, listen, if you don't understand and you really don't mean it, then don't ask me how are you. If you just want one answer, oh, I'm fine, and this person just called me a disturb, and I said, listen, I don't want to. I am very brutal and I'm very straightforward person, because I mean I am my own, I am independent, I take my own decisions, and I am working on my own, so I don't have to be this person to obey or be fake. I'm not a fake person, that's certain, that's legit. So I just said that, listen, I don't want, I mean, you just want one answer, so it's not doing any, I can't give you this satisfaction that, oh, I'm helping Mehreen and I am taking care of her, just asking how are you and expecting the same answer that you are, I'm fine or I'm okay. And when I really wanted to talk this person, no, and I said, why, I can't do that, I can't fake it anymore, so it's okay, you are not making any difference. And he said, why are you going so hyper? And I said, and I also said that, yeah, I don't want you to come over. I don't want you. I mean, I am really picky about friends and everything. Why are you being so hyper and all of that? When a woman set her boundaries, these pretentious, open-minded people, they call us emotional, hyper. Just baat hi kyun ho rahi hai? You are getting angry. You are yelling. You just open your mouth and you are called. You are yelling, and. I was sharing some bits of my abuse to this person who does mental health with the heading, and I was just sharing some bad experience, and he said, "Oh, if this person was good looking and this is, would you agree?" And I said, "No, it's about consent." You know, when you are putting yourself out there, it has not been easy for me to talk about all of these details and all of my vulnerable points and all these experiences which has suffered me, which has haunted me my whole life. And then when you see people around you making fun of me too, people in their 50s making fun of me too in front of you, and showing no regard or understanding for your traumas and what you have gone through. And there's a point when it feels like that this world has, this country, I have a lot of good global friends, and I have good friends here, which is 1% only. I am so sorry to say that. I only have 1% of friends who can understand, and people actually who can understand me as a different person, who can understand me with all my flaws, my weaknesses. I can let my guard down. But, you know, when you are sharing your weakest and most vulnerable experiences and saying that you have CPDSD and you have these struggles, and still you don't see any change or any understanding, then it's disappointing. It's like you put yourself out there on a stake and you sacrificed yourself, and you know nothing has changed. So if you really want to work on, you know, on these lines, and if you really think you want to make a difference, show some compassion towards people who are actually going through it, whether it's sexual abuse, physical abuse, rape survivors, anxiety, depression. There are a lot of people who are going through a lot. You have no idea what it's like to not able to sleep and not able to feel safe, and what it's like to just put a smile on your face and then function because you have to survive. What it's like to be a woman in my shoes all by myself, and what it's like to not able to lean on anyone. I am grateful for that point that I don't have to. I lean on myself only. I do have good support, and everything is mine, and I get to be this person that I've created myself, you know, all these years, and I get to be myself, and I am in this position to be, you know, don't give a damn. But I feel for a lot of other girls, a lot of other people. There are so many people out there, you have no idea what they're going through. If you don't understand parents abusing children, or spouses doing domestic violence because you're not in their shoes, you're not in the same boat. At least show some compassion, show some respect, and show some sensitivity. Be considerate and sensitive. That's two things that you need. I don't cry for myself now. I cry for so many others who are suffering out there. So take care of yourself. There will be one day you will be able to love yourself. I did. You will be able to break your patterns. I did. You will be able to find those people who do care about you unconditionally, because I did. It was a long journey, it was a very difficult journey, but I did it and it's possible. And you deserve everything in this world. You deserve all the love and all the care. Much love and take care.